Hello there, everyone, and welcome to this week's broadcast. I thought I would do something a little bit different today and actually, first of all, film outside on my deck, and so there might be a little bit more ambient noise behind me. But I also want to highlight one of my students, Heather Lowery, because her story is really, really interesting, and the way she found surface design and now what she's doing with surface design, I think, is really not only worth sharing, but might resonate with many, many of you who are at a stage in life where you're finally able to do and pursue a dream that you may have had for a very long time. Heather actually started to explore what she wanted to do next after a divorce. And she popped onto Skillshare, which is a site that has a lot of online art learning courses on it, and she happened upon surface design, took a course actually by my mentor, Bonnie Christine, and through that path actually found me and decided to continue on her learning journey in surface design with me because we're closer in age. I am 60, and I believe that Bonnie Christine is closer to 30, and we actually are dear, dear friends. And what we've found over the years is that many people are very much attracted to her teaching style because she's young and vibrant, and others are very attracted to my teaching style because I'm a little older and I take things maybe a little bit slower. In any event, that is not the point of today's story. The point of today's story is that Heather is an incredibly talented woodblock printer. She actually has a very strong design background, and that's not always the case for people who come into my creative community and start to pursue surface design. But she is a farm girl from New York who actually had always wanted to live in Chicago or in the big city, had an opportunity to move to the big city and actually get a job in the graphic arts back in the day when things were just starting to move into the digital arena. And she loved the fact that she could actually pre-prepare work and get it ready for print production in those early days. When she actually got divorced not too long ago, she wanted to figure out how to expand on a beautiful woodblock printing business that she has that's called Inkwood Press. And you have to check out her work on Inkwood Press because it's really, really beautiful. And she landed on surface design and realized that surface design and turning her gorgeous woodblock prints into repeating patterns could open up a whole new avenue of business for her. I want to show you some of her artwork now because it's incredibly beautiful. Here is a picture of Heather, and then I want to show you this beautiful woodblock print of a frog that I just think is spectacular. And then now you can see how her work is evolving and how she's using some of her capabilities in woodblock printing in her surface patterns. And then you can start to see as she moved into surface design how she was able to really leverage the incredible depth and texture and kind of tactile feel of her art in surface design. As you look at the rest of her work, you can see a very unique signature style emerging because of her base in woodblock printing. One of the incredible pieces of advice that Heather has for other people who are either considering surface pattern design or are in surface pattern design but are starting to actually have doubts is it's really all about mindset. And she was also starting to feel that as she looked at social media and she realized how many other people are in surface design and how big the industry is, it could get very overwhelming. And you need to remind yourself that yes, there is room for you. But she was able to actually explore a variety of different podcasts that helped her with that mindset shift, including actually a blog that I wrote on embracing imperfect action. I did a full interview with Heather that you can read on my blog if you go to annlefollettart.com/blog, and I'll put a link in the description below. But one of the questions that I asked her was, what is one of the accomplishments that you feel most proud of having come through both Bonnie Christine's surface pattern design course and my academy course, which is also on surface pattern design? And I want to read to you what she said. I'm exploring different mediums in creating my art. watercolor, markers, alcohol inks. My woodblock prints are inspiring surface designs, and my surface designs are inspiring my woodblock prints. I've also never felt that I could draw. I know, crazy for a graphic designer, right? So I've continued to explore other courses, and I'm experimenting with drawing, and guess what? I can draw. Her website is live, and she's moving forward with both her printmaking and her surface pattern design businesses, and you can check out her absolutely gorgeous art prints and her overall business model at inkwoodpress.com. I highly encourage you to pop over there to look at her gorgeous work, buy one of her art prints, and read more of her story on my blog. What's exciting about Heather's journey is it could be your journey. You may very well be exploring a particular area of design right now, and if you learned how to do surface design, you'd be able to actually expand your business in a whole different way and have what you're doing now influence that area and vice versa. What's also great about her story is that you discover your passion and you follow your dreams and you actually make it happen. And I want to encourage you and personally invite you to join a free live workshop that I have that starts on Thursday. Depending on when you're watching this, it might have already happened, but I do offer it a couple of times a year. And it's a free live workshop called How to Get Started in Surface Design. And in it, I teach you the fundamentals, the step-by-step process of taking a piece of art that you have, whether that's a doodle or a drawing or a piece of art of watercolor work, turn it into vector artwork on Adobe Illustrator and actually create the mechanics. I teach you the tactical mechanics of turning it into a repeating pattern. And once you know that, the sky is the limit. So I highly encourage you to click the link that's below this video because I will give that to you as well. If you are watching this video kind of, soon after I've broadcast it, it's probably still open and you can still enroll in it. If not, you can join the waitlist and you can catch it the next time around. As I mentioned, I offer it a couple times a year and I would love to have you join me. As I like to say in closing, I am Anne LaFollette, and it's never too late to create. If you enjoyed this podcast, please click the subscribe button below and also click on that little bell so that you will always get a notification when I have a new YouTube video available. And I will see you all soon. Bye for now.